and welcome to Girl Chat Sports. We are on episode 10. Pretty soon I'm going to be counting with toes.
I know.
So I'm going to get a pedicure tomorrow just in case.
So you can count with your toes?
Count with my toes.
I got it. I like it.
And welcome.
Nice shirt. Welcome to Girl Chat Sports, episode 10. You're watching us live on VegasVideoNetwork.com/live, where we are at every Wednesday at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
Las Vegas. It's getting warm.
I
It's
know,
like 72 degrees.
Ooh, it's a little warm in here.
It
That
is.
could be my wine.
Or God, he keeps it really hot in here.
Jesus, God. Hi, our producer. So I am Jamie Collier, one of the co-founders of, Thanks, producer Scott. One of the co-founders of GirlChatSports.com, also one of your co-hosts every week here, giving you entertaining sports information as best we can.
Do you have a new NFL team this week?
You know, I don't know. I still want the LA Rams.
It can be bought at any time.
It could be bought at any time. Look, NFL season is over, so now I'm going to pick an NHL team and surprise you all.
What about Major League Baseball? Because, you know,
I'm going
spring
with the Mighty
training
Ducks.
does come up. It's starting soon.
No, the Mighty Ducks
I'm
are
Melissa.
Okay.
I'm the other host here, acting too crazy today. I'm from Seattle, native, and I'm a diehard Seahawks fan, alumni of the University of Washington, which has now fallen down to fourth in the men's basketball.
Pac-12.
Pac-12, yeah.
I'm a University of Michigan fan. I forgot to throw that out there. Coach Khaki.
Coach
Our boss.
Khaki.
So we're going to cover some NFL stuff, some, just whatever's going on in sports. Melissa's going to probably tease me
Buffalo.
And I get to tease her because someone lost a bet.
So I get it to, I was in San Francisco, San Jose this weekend for the Super Bowl. Not actually at the game, but I was there to watch.
Eat crabs.
Eat lots of crab.
Crab.
Go to the wharf, watch the Warriors game. But of course I get a text from you like on Saturday. It was like, so let's make a bet. And I'm like, okay. Down to bet. I'm with the Panthers. She's with the Broncos. Next
Like
thing
I
you
said
know,
last week, going on record saying that was going to happen.
if we go back to the film last week, I did mention conspiracy theory.
I don't doubt that. I said,
And so here we are. Panthers lost. My loss was to wear this.
I love how you hid it behind your laptop,
You like
though.
that? I was going to just do one of these, but
That does not count.
So this is my 40 Winers shirt. I actually thrifted this because it's the Quest for Six, which has been ongoing since the 80s. So
and thrifted.
I did thrift it for $2 at Savers. Shout out to Savers.
Yay.
And my plan is going to have glow in the dark lettering that says "Never Ending."
Oh, I see what you did there.
I like that. But I did.
like it.
I like to keep my bets. I made a bet, and here I am.
Did you win any money on your bets this weekend?
I did not, and you know why? Because the Thunder did not cover 7 on our basketball. Well, we had
were down
parlay
under.
tickets. Yes.
Okay.
And the Warriors kicked their butt.
How did that go? Like, I mean, you were Warriors game on Saturday night, right?
Yes.
And your Seattle
NFL
Sonics.
In my Sonics gear, of course. Sean Kemp sweatshirt. Seriously, I've had it since I was in high school.
I like that you can fit into your clothes from high school. Like, how many people can say that?
I mean, it was
Like
a
4 of us.
large then, and it's probably like a medium now, but it can still fit. It's no big deal.
Get out of town.
And I
Jesus.
did have some awesome Sean Kemp stance socks that I got to wear over my leggings, which were really cool. So
You were decked out. I saw you on Facebook.
I was decked out.
Had a good
I like
time?
to support and have fun. Yeah.
Had a lot of crab, but you had like nosebleed section seats. If that was from your
I mean,
Snapchat.
I wouldn't say nosebleed. I mean, that's the stadium. I mean, coliseums are kind of like that. There's not in comparison to football stadiums, they're a lot smaller. So the seats were not even that bad. It was just that you're on the second level.
Oh, yeah, I'm scared of heights. I can't do that. If I'm not front row, I don't even go.
And we
Front
know what
row,
you
not
do
front
for
row?
front row tickets.
Oh, geez. Over and under. And how many
Buffalo
times
Bills.
Melissa will tease me this evening?
I mean,
5?
Do you
6?
think she'll be at a Buffalo Bills game next year? I don't know. Maybe.
If I get front row seats, I would. Wait, what's the thing you do? Ding! Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, conspiracy theory on the Super Bowl. It's kind of like the New Hampshire primaries where Donald Trump won the Republican side. So,
I mean, really.
Clearly.
If anything else could be more race related between Trump and then the conspiracy theory, I don't know what else could
Exactly.
be. I mean, really.
Exactly. It shows who's winners and who's losers.
First, it's then it becomes like a Beyonce thing. Now that we're seeing on
Okay,
social media, but
please fill me in because I did not actually watch the halftime show at all. I went outside and played ping pong.
Because who doesn't play ping pong during halftime of the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, I was like, I've seen enough Beyonce. I've seen
I'm
enough
guessing
Coldplay.
you had a little bit of wine.
It was champagne. It was open bar. So champagne at the Gold Spike. Yeah.
Ooh,
So I went out and practiced my
fancy.
ping pong skills out there and then came back in. So how was the halftime show?
It was actually really good.
What color
Beyonce,
shoes
Bruno
did she
Mars.
wear?
Huh?
You were like the only person that said it was good. Everybody on Facebook was like, well,
first of all,
Coldplay,
no, because first of all, it
was like Nickelback.
When they said Coldplay, I was like, why would you want them as a halftime show? And then they had Beyonce and Bruno Mars, which brought more of the excitement and entertainment. I feel.
Like you're saying Coldplay couldn't put on their own halftime show.
No, I don't think so.
Next year, Nickelback.
Well, I mean, it's like, because once they announced them as the headliner for halftime, it was kind of like, huh? And then all of a sudden, and then we had Beyonce.
Backpedaling. Wait, don't leave.
Yeah. And actually, Beyonce and Jay-Z were sitting courtside at the Warriors game.
That girl's all over the place. I want her life. She's like, I'm going to go to a game. I'm going to run a halftime show.
With like her shades that were like this.
Okay, last time Beyonce did the halftime show was the 49ers and the Ravens, and the lights went out. It was Harbaugh versus Harbaugh 3 years ago. And remember, the whole lights in the stadium just went boom.
That's why they had to leave that place.
And then the Ravens came back to win because 49ers were up by a lot. Then it was like, remember, there was like an hour of blackout.
I think it was more than an hour, actually.
Theory.
So back to Super Bowl.
Okay, go ahead.
Broncos won.
I know.
24-10.
I got that.
There was not a single thrown touchdown.
Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
had to think back. The champagne was kicking in, so I got to think back.
Right.
Yeah.
They had two running touchdowns. So it was Stewart from the Panthers and Anderson for the Broncos both ran it in. And then there was actually a fumble recovery in the end zone by the Broncos. And then, of course, some field goals here and there. Whatever.
You want to know the most exciting part of that whole game for me? And I'm a sports buff. So watching with a friend of mine, and we actually timed. He had put a bunch of money. He wouldn't say, but he said it was a lot of money on how long it would take Lady Gaga to sing the national anthem. And so he had to go. Had to go over 136 seconds.
How long was it?
It was like 2 minutes and 12. We had to do 2 minutes 22 seconds.
Okay.
So he timed it, and we're all watching in anticipation to see if Lady Gaga would go over 100.
I just couldn't get over her hair.
Seconds.
I was like, why of all things? Who did her hair for this performance?
Our producer's saying do not make fun of Lady Gaga. However,
did you see her beehive?
However, I did see the hair and makeup artist from Hunger Games on the sidelines.
Did you see the memes?
I did.
The memes are hilarious.
I did. I was like, me, I volunteer. Pick me. Or what is that? Whatever she says.
Hilarious. Those are great memes. I was like, oh my God.
So
totally.
She went over and he won big. And then he was like, drinks for all. I'm like, it's an open bar, dude. We already bought wristbands, but it was a fun time.
Way to go, big ballin'.
I was like, next time.
Have free drinks on me. It's open bar.
I know. I was offering. Anyway, so that was, now NFL season is over for the minute. I know. What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. I'm just going to keep talking about football. So, back to the Super Bowl.
Right?
I know.
Yeah.
There's this whole big Cam debate now. Well, first of all, let me get to my conspiracy theory. We all know that I'm a diehard Seahawks fan. And I believe it was Roger Goodell's fault, if not the NFL itself, for making the Seattle Seahawks lose last game.
I already
last
said
season.
That. Yeah.
So forward to this season, all these Panther fans who have known for quite some time are like, conspiracy theory, you're crazy. That's just because the Seahawks took a bad shot. They went for a pass, should have ran it, which we all know clearly should have happened. But then, of course, the Panthers lose. And not just lose like, oh, man, that was a good game, but, they did their hard. They tried their hardest, they did their best. They didn't. There were things like I was watching guys running on the field that didn't even get blocked or have defenders near them, and they're running out out of bounds.
Yeah.
Like it was
a weird game.
Like a game was thrown. It felt like it was a thrown game.
I told you. Did I not say this?
It felt so thrown.
Roger Goodell called me. He's like, hey, Jamie, guess what?
I mean, I should have just kept putting money on the dang Broncos.
So I told you to put money on the Broncos. I was going to put them on the money line, but then I was like, then I actually was looking into it because I'm not a bettor. You know this.
Right.
And so, but the money line is basically where they just win overall, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, but then I'm looking at it and it was talking about like minus 110. So I was like, okay. But on Saturday when I was looking, I'm like, do I want to go stand in line at Station Casino? My hair smells like smoke when I leave. So minus 110 is you have to bet $110 to win 100. So I was like, if I'm going to stand in line for 3 hours to bet $50, which is what I was going to do, I'm going to win what? Let me do the math here. Like $22.50. Like it was I was like, nah, it's not worth it. Forget it. I don't have a 6-figure bet to put down. So I just didn't.
What upset me when I went to go make bets on that Thursday was that all the prop bets, you couldn't parlay.
Oh, you can't parlay prop?
Which was the whole point of me wanting to go make bets.
So a parlay is where you can like have 5 or
you have
a couple
basically more than one bet on the same ticket. So your odds are high. Like the chance of you winning are a lot lower.
But what you win is higher.
You win a lot more.
Okay.
So they had like parlay cards where they had a few prop bet, like a few bets, but not the actual like the ones we wanted to bet on. Like how many times would Cam dab, which was 0. If anybody bet,
he was a sore loser.
The under. he was a sore loser. I'll give him that. And he admits it too. But the thing is, just like they did Sherman the other year when we played against not the Niners. Who was it? Yeah.
What press conference was Marshawn Lynch at where he was like, I'm only here to
that was
so
that was the Super Bowl before this. That was before the Super Bowl last year.
All right, so here's a question. Why do they make those guys, why do they expect so much?
Because they're supposed to be available to the media. But here's the deal.
Yeah, available, but you don't have to answer questions nicely. You just lost the Super
Bowl, and you're getting questions asked like, so how do you feel? Well, how the do you think I feel?
Serena Williams was like, how do you think I feel? I woke up at 5 a.m. Remember that?
Drake. I mean, I'm sorry.
I rolled Drake off of me, and I came to play the U.S. Open.
Wow. I mean, little dance, little Drake dance.
Little Drake dance. We still want Serena and Drake.
But, so, I mean, they're coming down on Cam really hard. Like, okay, he's young. I mean, he hasn't had this extreme. He was basically all over the place this year. They had 15-1. Yeah. They had great games. He was dabbing left and right, giving balls to kids left and right.
Tearing down flags.
Tearing down flags. Which... Hey, that's great. And yeah, you basically have been bragging like, well, if you want me to not get in the end zone and dab, well, then stop me. They stopped him, which was clearly. And he was a sore loser and poor sport, but he did attempt to at least answer some questions. But the thing that people missed too was that there were also Denver Broncos being interviewed at the same time. Like, it just was hard for him, I think. And it's hard for him to comprehend. As a fierce competitor, you don't want a fierce competitor to be like, oh yeah, it was a really good game. No,
well,
he's going to be upset.
You and I were in the media tent after Senior Bowl, and we were interviewing players from both sides. And Senior Bowl is not obviously as big a deal, clearly. Clearly. But it was interesting to see, kind of their responses to different things. And so if it were me, I'd be like, I just need to go drown myself in a bottle of tequila.
And did no one realize that? Listen to the questions they're being asked.
How do you feel?
Well, how do you feel? Or what did you think about the tape when you were looking into the game? Well, nobody cares right now. How about you asking what you're going to go do now? Well, I'm going to go home and drink a bottle of vodka. Okay, great. That's, Or like Von Miller, who said, fuck Disney World, I'm going to the strip club.
Right?
And he didn't care what strip club. He was going to go hit them all. King of Diamonds,
any NFL players in Vegas this week, hit us up, okay? We know you're here. We know you came. Can the whole Broncos team just come into the... Yeah.
I don't know if Peyton Manning's at the strip club, but...
he seems like a good guy.
His forehead would be guy. Braiding off all the sun.
Very large forehead.
There was a meme I saw today that was like the college Peyton Manning versus current Peyton Manning.
They look the same.
No. His forehead is like twice as big. And the
Botox.
Botox. And the meme says he's literally kept all of the plays in his head since college. It was so funny.
I did not see that.
We'll post it.
Well, maybe it works. Okay.
No, seriously.
All right, maybe it works.
And because you can his forehead goes from here to here. It's
I'm
huge.
telling you,
And it's not just a receding hairline like LeBron James. Like he really had a huge head.
Speaking of LeBron James, how's your boy Kobe doing? Is he still 9-0?
Well, you know what's funny, and I don't have it pulled up right now, but they're the NBA or I think ESPN did like a rank and an NBA of all time. Mm-hmm. Guess who's number 1? Michael Jordan.
Yeah, of course.
Bam. Jeez. Guess who didn't make the top 10?
Kobe.
You're right.
Don't look at me. Okay.
Yeah, no Kobe in the top 10.
No Kobe.
Sorry, you're not in the top 10 of NBA basketball players.
Were there any white players in the top 10? Was Larry Bird in the top 10?
Oh, he probably
was. The only white player I can think of off the top of my head. And Jerry West. Thank you, producer Scott.
Jerry West is actually the guy who is the NBA logo. Thank you very much. Yeah, and a Laker.
Shocked face.
Right
here.
He's a Laker, and he was...
What are the 3 teams you hate? Go. I know.
These guys, or girls. No.
The 40 Whiners.
The 40 Whiners, the Cowgirls, and of course, the Flakers.
Wow, you have little... I like it.
Who they are officially... They've won 11 games.
They're like 11 and 4,500?
Yeah, pretty much. It's terrible.
That's sad. Yeah.
So, I feel bad.
Are they beating the 76ers? Because the 76ers...
are still have won 8 games total.
Okay.
So they have basically forgone the rest of the season. Why even play? I don't know.
Do they even fill seats in this?
I mean, they're also get the D-League players to come over. I don't know.
Oh, maybe the 76ers could come to Vegas. I feel like the Vegas 76ers would be an improvement over Philadelphia. But talks are we're going to get Raiders maybe at some point. So yuck.
I don't care. Just bring anything. Bring anything professional sport-wise to Vegas.
I had a coworker who we just transferred asked me today. He said, "Do you guys have any sports teams in Vegas?" I said, did the 51s count?
UNLV.
I did. Okay, listen. I went to. Why am I shaking that at you? I don't know. Put it down. Out of control. So I went to the UNLV Lady Rebels basketball game.
Yes. Shout out to the Lady Rebels.
Shout out to the Lady Rebels. They actually lost to Fresno State 52-57. I mean 57-52. But it was National Women and Girls in Sports Day, so the mayor was there, and they were, they were congratulating all these women. But what I was watching the most, because I was sitting there on the sidelines with my media pass, looking like the only girl. Again, seriously, there's all these guys looking all serious, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Can I share a seat?"
In my bright pink shirt, yeah, Girl Chat Sports.
I did wear a bright pink shirt. Anyway, I got media passes. I got this. But I'm watching their coach, and I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but she was outrageous. She's screaming at the ref. She's running up and down the sidelines in her heels. I was like, oh, shoot, what have I been missing? We got to go back.
See one of those.
All right, well, we got season passes, media passes, so we're going live from UNLV Lady Rebels.
Yes.
Next week. No, I couldn't take my eyes off of her. I was watching her the whole time. It was crazy.
That's awesome. I've heard there's some twins that are on the team.
I don't remember
beautiful.
all their names. Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're
one of my friends stalks them on social media, and I'm always like, they're in college. Hello,
on our show.
But that's kind of creepy. But they're beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, all of the girls on that team were beautiful. I was like, oh, I have not been paying enough attention to Lady Rebels basketball.
I have not either, and I will drink to that.
We'll drink to that. Okay. But anyway, the coach was really animated, and they were celebrating women in sports, and it was an awesome thing. But yeah.
So speaking of women in regards to college hoops, so the Louisville basketball team self-imposed their own postseason ban from any NCAA tournament or ACC tournament this year.
But doesn't Louisville always win?
Do you remember us having a Best Mother of the Year award? Not.
Oh, yeah. I do now.
So this is in regards to the whole allegations in regard from Katina. It's Katina Powell. Katina Powell
and her daughters,
who basically solicited or prostituted her own daughters to the possible recruits for Louisville basketball team.
Yeah, that came out earlier this year. Last fall. Yeah, we were talking about it.
So they're really in heat, right? I mean, it's in the
heat. Yeah, they are. Yeah,
pun intended. Yeah. Oh God. Anyways,
okay.
Louisville and Coach Pitino are in some hot water, and they've kept themselves out. And it's kind of sad because there's a couple fifth-year seniors on the team that have stayed around to make this their year.
So now they're legal
and
to actually have sex,
and now they can't take part in the tournaments
or the celebrations.
Oh, but they could still go to the strip clubs with Von Miller.
Or
the orgies. Speaking of one other thing that was funny, so Peyton Manning also wasn't in the whole I'm going to Disneyland thing. He actually was about I'm going to go home and drink a lot of Budweiser. I'm guessing he got paid a lot of money for that.
Did he do it like this though? I'm going to go drink lots of Budweiser. Well, if he owns a Budweiser distribution center, that makes sense that he has to endorse that. But I cannot get his nationwide commercial out of my head. I'm going to go drink more Budweiser.
I mean, I
just won the Super Bowl.
He must grow a lot of barley out there in the field.
I don't know. That nationwide commercial, good job. Stick it in my head. Darn you, Peyton. I've liked Peyton for a long time.
Oh, really? How long have you?
Well, since he was a Colt.
Is he from Buffalo?
No.
Oh.
But I did have an interesting Colts story I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, bum.
Yeah.
We're full of those.
Girl chat show.
Girl chat.
Oh, my goodness. What else do we have to talk about that's not my love life or whatever?
Not only is the spring training starting for Major League Baseball, that's going to be in February, usually in Arizona.
Pants.
I think we should go.
We should go.
And back to asses of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, forget Arms of the NFL. We're done. We're starting this week.
After this week, we're done with the Arms of the NFL. I think we're going
Asses of MLB?
Asses of MLB.
Yeah, that's a good segment. I like it.
And I think we should
do this. And there's more white guys.
We should do this.
Yeah, we should.
Hey.
Right? Is that our little...
this? I don't know.
We do. Okay, well, I'll get media passes. We'll go. We'll cover live from spring training in Arizona.
Right. And you could, I don't know, do you have a pick? Do you have a favorite yet? I mean, obviously get Mariners.
Nolan Ryan. Oh, wait.
How old are you? Okay, Raleigh Fingers.
The Tigers. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. He was my favorite growing up. Okay, a long time ago. 30 years ago. Oh, Lord.
So we've got that. All-Star Weekend is this weekend, which is also known as Leave Your Side Chick, Bring Your Side Chick to Work Day. because all the guys are playing in the All-Star game and their wives are probably at home with the kids. So it's like, hey, girl, want to come to Toronto with me? Hey. Yeah.
Oh, I hear Toronto chicks are hot. What's up?
And I'm sure all the solicitors are.
Katina will be on the front lines.
Katina and her troops will be flying in heavy.
How is she not in jail for that?
Because apparently they were all of age.
The girl was like 13. Katina from the...
well, she was the madame that basically helped these recruits get entertained to want to become part of the Louisville team.
Listen, you and I were talking to Jerome a couple weeks ago, right? And he played
best recruiting trips ever.
Yeah, and he shared some stuff with us off screen that I don't even know if we can share with you.
Let's just say Notre Dame probably wasn't his favorite recruiting trip.
It was not. He definitely shared some stuff with us several times on the crazy recruiting tactics. So I'm not even surprised. But that one surprises me a little bit. How do you pimp your own daughters out? But anyway.
So All-Star Weekend.
All-Star Weekend.
This weekend in Toronto. Mm-hmm. It's always on the same weekend as Valentine's Day, I swear. It's like Mm-hmm. So there's, and I don't know about you, but I watched a lot of basketball growing up as a kid. And for some reason, the contest
I watched Tigers
have now,
baseball. And by watched, I mean listened to on the radio since we didn't have TV.
I'm talking basketball.
I know. You just said, do you watch a lot of basketball growing up?
What
and I said,
Tigers?
No. Tigers baseball. Detroit Tigers baseball.
Okay, I'm saying basketball.
You asked if I watched basketball growing up. I said, no, we didn't have a TV. I was homeschooled.
Okay, gotcha. Boop, boop, boop.
Welcome to my head. All right, back to basketball.
So when I was growing up, it was like the slam dunk contest, the 3-point shoot. There was the I don't even know if it was the rookie game then, but it was basically freshmen versus sophomores. There was like 10 to 12 people basically actively participating in these games. So there was 12 people in the dunk contest. There was 6 rounds that people had to go through and get, So now
were you watching Downtown Freddie Brown?
Hey,
right?
I was not.
You know what I did there.
I saw what you did there. Shout out to Downtown Freddie Brown. My mom's favorite. Still has a little picture of him signed.
Downtown Freddie Brown with the Seattle Sonics.
Yes. Go. So they have the slam dunk contest still, but it has 4 people. The slam dunk contest will last an entire 3 minutes. If you don't watch, you're going to miss it.
If you get up to pee, you missed it.
Then there's also the 3-point challenge, which is a total of 5 people. So I guess they bumped it up 1. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to them.
What do you win? Do you get a participation trophy if you slam dunk it?
You win the winner for the 3-point contest.
It's a glorified game of horse, like you used to play in gym class.
Well, it also gives those people that basically didn't make the All-Star game ballots or basically to play in the game get to also come to the All-Star weekend, and he shouldn't have made it. There's this thing called the skills challenge now. So there's 8 total people. They have obstacle courses they go through.
Is this like the Tough Mudder of basketball?
I don't know. I'm like, is this one of those?
I've never watched this.
Field day for elementary school kids? Are they going to win little ribbons?
Bring your NBA star to work day.
Well, here's what's funny. So they used to have a rookie game, which was the freshmen versus the sophomores of the league playing against each other. Mm-hmm. Then it became D League versus league, and now it's the Rising Stars, which is the U.S. versus the world team. So they've literally split up the rookies from the U.S. and then the rookies that have from other
the only basketball I ever want to watch is the Harlem Globetrotters. Ever. Anything else, I'm like, okay, I'll watch it for work. Right, yeah. I watched.
Where's that sound effect?
Oh, my God. Oh, Lordy. Harlem Globetrotters, we got to get them on the show.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Other than that, it was really fun to watch. Oh, not your arms.
Not my arms.
No. But there were some great arms of the NFL.
Yeah.
Superbowl edition.
Hey,
not this
They're
team.
old enough to drink, ladies. Old enough to drink this time.
Old enough to drink.
Last week, they were not so much. Maybe.
Well, maybe. Yeah, they were, but barely. Probably couldn't hold much liquor.
No.
Babies.
They were babies down there. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I think I babysat you.
So at first, since the Broncos did when I did heavily favor the Broncos players in
I'm
this,
proud of you.
However, first off, we do have wide receiver for the Panthers. Tony. What was I thinking? Ted Ginn Jr.
Ooh, hello.
He
tatted arms of the NFL.
Tatted arms,
Where was
I know.
Okay, so I had a question about this.
Yeah.
How was he able to wear pink? Was this during November or October or whatever?
This was most likely during the breast cancer awareness. October.
Which is the only time that they're allowed to change uniform regulations.
Yes.
Okay. So, I saw this picture and I thought,
I didn't realize that he was that tatted because usually when I see him play, it's not as, I guess there's usually a shirt underneath or something. It looks kind of good.
You could take that shirt off.
Hey.
Holla. I'm getting the easy tiger from our producer. Okay.
Next, we have DeMarcus Ware from the Denver Broncos.
Hey, DeMarcus.
Who used to play for the Cowgirls. However, he does much better for the Broncos, and we're happy that he's there.
I'm pretty sure I saw him in the King and I. No, Anna in the King of Siam.
Or Sparta.
He's got like a whole Yul Brynner look going on there. Google it. You're too young. Anyway, keep going. Who's the next guy?
Next up, the one and only Von Miller.
Von Miller.
Yeah, where them dollars at?
Oh my God. Can he be asked to the NFL too?
I mean,
hello.
Between him and Larry Fitzgerald, I'm not sure which I'd prefer more.
All of your Bulls paraphernalia is blocking that shot, so we'll move it.
We can post it on the website.
Who's your throwback?
And my TBT throwback is none other than Terrell Davis.
Ooh, Terrell Davis.
Ooh.
I like his breathe right strip on his nose. Like he's just preparing to go to sleep and not snore.
This is old school Denver Broncos. When I saw some of the jerseys that I'll post later for my collage, it's like the bright orange and blue, like old school jersey. I was like, oh my gosh.
Broncos. You did go heavy on the Broncos. I'm so proud of you. Broncos won.
And that was Arms of the NFL.
I love our Arms of the NFL. Well, you know what we have this week to talk about, and I posted it on Facebook for everyone. Yes. So we've got a contest. It's our 10th episode.
I know 10 contests.
Guys, we got a contest.
I like to win stuff.
You can't win. You are on the show.
Okay, sorry.
Somebody's going to win her T-shirt. No,
not me in it. Sorry,
no, not you. It doesn't come with a co-host.
It might come with like a big X on it and some vulgar words, but you know.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're giving away 10 prizes. We've got T-shirts, we've got visors, we have Amazon gift cards.
Not just any shirts and visors.
Oh yeah.
Hi, they're girlchatsports.com. Shirts and visors.
You want to be this cool. You want to walk up like you have a media pass to something. Just do it.
Hello.
Just do it.
You want to walk in the gym like you own it.
My guy does that actually.
Whose guy doesn't do that? You're supposed to.
Go to the gym. Oh my gosh, too much. Okay, so we have a
guy dabbing on him.
You know what? Our producer needs a girl chat sport.
I know.
For the gym? Does he go to the gym? We'll ask him.
For the bar. How about the bar? Well, he can wear it to the bar.
Yes. Have a drink on us.
Have a drink on us. Girl chat.
All right. Exactly. So we have T-shirts and Amazon gift cards. And then we had Roma Pollock. We interviewed her. She's an up-and-coming MMA fighter with Invicta. She autographed a T-shirt for us that we're going to give out. The contest is, three ways to win.
Okay.
One, people are sending us their favorite Broncos memes to info@girlchatsports.com. You get to pick the favorites. So that one will be announced after the show. So send us your best memes, Broncos related, hopefully. I saw a really cute Russell Wilson one too. Anyway, second way to win is I have a Super Bowl question for you.
And what's that?
So I'm going to ask the Super Bowl question, and the first 5 people to email us or tweet us at info@girlchatsports.com.
The correct answer?
The correct answer, not just blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That won't work. Wins. Okay, the question is, who is the only player to rush for 3 touchdowns in a Super Bowl?
And only player to rush for 3 touchdowns in one Super Bowl. Okay.
Here's my 2 hints.
2 hints.
We've already discussed the team, and we've already discussed the player.
In this show?
Yes. Okay, those are your hints. Okay. That is all I have for you.
And the third
way to win is you need to live chat or tweet us your vote for these Arms of the NFL that we posted tonight. Yes. And we'll pick 4 winners out of that. So we have a total of 10 winners. I can count on my fingers and toes. Yep, here's our Arms of the NFL. So tweet us who you or send us an email or live chat us.
Ted Ginn, DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller, or Terrell Davis.
Let us know your answer. We will pick winners out of that, and then we will email you and send you lovely T-shirts and gift cards.
And quick shout out to Danny and Steve
Danny.
that are here with us on our chat. Chat. We appreciate you coming
Danny,
in.
Just vote. I'll give you a T-shirt, girl.
Yeah,
you need one.
Girl,
you need one. I want a Vegas Video Network T-shirt. I'm still trying to win that shit. Good, great.
Episode 10 was a lot of fun.
10 was fun.
10 was fun.
Yeah. So
let's do it again next week.
Let's do it again next week. And you can find us every week and in between times on Snapchat, at girlchatsports.com. Oh, yeah. We're beefing that up.
Yeah.
iTunes, Stitcher,
listen to
Roku,
us, watch
Apple
us.
TV, Google TV,
yes.
all sorts of places.
And don't forget, we may not have balls, but we know how to cover them.